on marketing, and we're going to find that when you take marketing and break it down to its three essential components, I label them as attract, evaluate, and experience. Attract is basically external marketing. It's all the stuff we do to try to draw a patient into the office. The experience that a patient has when they're with us, well, that's internal marketing. But what's happening kind of in between and kind of throughout, it kind of bleeds through both of these, is this whole idea of, we'll call it selling, is just another way of saying evaluating, where the customer is trying to think through if what it is that what we're offering is something that they are interested in. So we're going to go through each one of these three in its own steps. But for today, it's just going to be on the attract portion. So attract is this one right here. In order to understand who this patient is, you kind of draw out what's called an empathy map. This is also getting an idea for the persona of the person you're trying to reach. So you can go through and think or look at what they're thinking and feeling, what matters to them, what are they hearing, even when they hear what their friends are talking about, what their family are talking about, what influencers are saying. Also what they're seeing, when they're flipping through their phone or scrolling through their phone, what is social media? What is that? What are the visual messages that they're getting? Magazines, environment, wherever it is that they live, work, go to school, whatever it is, what is it that is kind of in their area that they're kind of are noticing and taking in? And then what do they say and do? What do they talk about? What is their attitude in public? What's their attitude in private? I don't know how one would know that, but there are ways, I guess, that some of these marketing companies who dive deep kind of know what's going on. I mean, my gosh, this YouTube, you're probably watching this on right now, they know very well what you look up and do, whether it be at work or at home or on your phone or on your tablet or computer. They know it right down to the granular level. And so they have a pretty good idea of what you are or what's interesting to you. The thing is, it's tricky for us as a dental office to try to do something at that same level. So really at a dental office, it's hard to do some of these things. You might get an idea for them. But really, it's the pains and the gains. It's those things that we can look at. These are the conversations, and this is the stuff you hear on the telephone or one-on-one exams. You can hear what it is that you kind of hear repeatedly when you have patients come into the office. What are some of the things that they're fearful of? Obviously, dentistry has been known to be a fearful experience for some patients. What are their frustrations? What are some of the obstacles they have in getting their dentistry done, whether it be trying to find a time slot that works well with their schedule, how they're going to pay for it. These are all things that they're going to have to figure out. They're kind of the obstacles and frustrations and having to, go forward with this. Then you would talk about the gains. What is it they're really wanting? Are they just trying to get out of dental pain? Would that be a gain for them to be comfortable again? Maybe it's a better looking smile. Maybe it's whiter teeth, straighter teeth, replacing a tooth. It could be various things that they're trying to accomplish. And so keeping an ear out for that to know what it is that's really important to them, so you kind of help craft your message, if you will, that kind of speaks to what it is that they are wanting. Seeing whatever it is that we have, can we deliver it to them and make sure that it's going to be a good fit? And so understanding who they are is going to make it much easier for us to speak to what it is that we can do for them. So we have a thing called, search marketing. Someone goes out to Google and they are going to try to find themselves a dentist. So how about let's call it an offer, okay, just for shorthand. You can just think of this as any kind of message, okay? But you may have several different offers that you're going to have kind of out there for the masses, and you're going to see, well, which one of these is going to work. And so by using Google, which is a very good example, you can actually do some split testing. You can put out several different ads. You can see which ones had better click-through rates, and then you can kind of pick the winners and pick the one and know which ones aren't working so well, so you know not to spend your money or waste your money on some things that just nobody cares about, but instead you can put your money towards something that people actually do care about. And so this has all been so much more helpful now that we're in the internet age. If you go back, to the olden days when I was first coming out, they didn't have these kinds of things. It was just kind of a shot in the dark. I mean, it was just mailers, it was radio, it was TV, it was coupons, it was being in the local, suburban magazine. There's all these different things. You'd go to health fairs. I mean, you just were trying anything to see if you could connect. But the nice thing, of course, with internet, you can find out what really works and what doesn't. There's another type of marketing. Instead of being search, it could be interruption marketing. This is when someone's scrolling through their phone or watching TV or driving on the roads when all of a sudden a commercial of some sort interrupts what they're doing. This is somebody who isn't really thinking about going to the dentist, but if you could hook them with a message that makes them go, oh, wait a minute, you know what? That's a good idea. Maybe I should maybe look into getting a dentist. That would be interruption marketing. And that's a whole other thing altogether. It's like trying to figure out how do you interrupt someone's thing, whatever they're doing, and hook them enough to have them steer towards what you're trying to do. So in my business, what I would probably focus on most would be search marketing. That's where most of my time and money is going to go towards, is that, because I think for the way we're set up, we want to really reach out to patients who are, or potential patients who are looking for a dentist than trying to basically wave to someone and say, hey, why don't you come over here and look at what we've got? I'd much rather be out there to show people what we have of what they're looking for is what we can offer. Pain relief, cosmetics, getting their teeth clean, accept their insurance, all these different things. I want to be kind of in their space or in that sphere when they are looking for a dentist. So when it comes to marketing, that's where I'm going to put my money. It's going to be on search marketing. The next one is going to be on evaluate, and that is for another video. All right, thanks.